I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Hello, and welcome to Conversations with Toni on Toni G. Campbell, the podcast. This is the show for my Gen X warriors where we talk about our challenges and victories in life. On this episode, we will talk about pillow talk. Tell me, when you hear the word pillow talk, what does that mean to you? Is pillow talk an intimate thing in your household, or is it just a debrief of your day? On today's show, my co-host and I will dive deep into a discussion about pillow talk and what it means in our household. Right after a word from our sponsor, I will come back with my co-host for today, Tyrone Campbell, my amazing husband. Stay tuned.
1, 2, 1, 2, and I say this is Ty Controller, and I'm here to talk about DipSquare. DipSquare is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at DipSquare. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code ILOVETEES. That's ILOVETEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at DipSquare. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. dipsquare.com. I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Welcome back. Today we are talking about pillow talk. My co-host for today is Tyrone Campbell, my amazing husband. Hi, hubby.
Yo, what's the deal?
Hey, so let's get to talking. We're going to talk about pillow talk.
All right.
Now, how would you define pillow talk in our household?
Pillow talk. I guess pillow talk in our household was a way for us to put the devices down, before we go to bed and just have a conversation and connect with our busy days. So it just was an opportunity for us to share a moment before we closed our eyes.
Now, while we were in Re-Engage, which was it was
a marriage Bible study.
Yes, a marriage Bible study. We had came up with, I don't want to say it's a game, but a interaction on how to continue our pillow talk, because we didn't want it to be just a debriefing of our day. We wanted it to be more intimate, even though all the questions that we used to ask were not intimate, right?
No, they were intimate because the intimate meaning that they were between you and me. It wasn't like, what do you think about gun control or something like that? They were intimate questions.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, if you put it that way, I guess you're right. Okay, well, we had came up in our Re-Engaged Bible study folk. They also thought that what we did was a great way to keep connected. And what it was we took pieces of paper, and we put all kind of questions on them. And we just got these questions from the top of our head. Some of them we got off the computer.
Yeah, right. We found them on the internet.
Just every night, we just picked a piece of paper out of it was a vase.
Yeah, it was a vase.
And we just decided to answer them truthfully. Well, we're always truthful.
Yeah, we just answered. Right, we answered the question. I mean, and when we say piece of paper, I mean take a piece of notebook paper, rip it in half, rip those in half. So it was about the size of small Post-it notes, and we would just jot down these questions, ball them up, and put them into the fish bowl, or in our case, the vase, and pull one out, and that would give you a good conversation for, 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how deep you wanted to go. But it was, you had to talk about whatever the topic was.
Yes, and you couldn't go
Next
far
question.
left.
Or next question.
You had to answer it no matter what it was. And I felt like it was a great way for us to stay connected, and we did it for a good while. We might need to get back to doing it.
Yeah, we just ran out of questions.
We did.
We probably had, between both of us, 200-300 questions.
Yeah. And
you just run out of questions. I mean, but the funny part, like, and the way I would tell someone to do it is just get Post-it notes and just come up with questions and ball it up and throw it in the vase. Sometimes you get on a hot streak. And you could watch television, you could watch a movie, and a question will just pop in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
you just write it down.
You write it down. You might see something on, not that I watch reality TV, but you'll see something on reality TV, and you write that question down, and it's more of like, well, what do you think about this situation? How would you handle it? And then that just sparks a conversation between me and Toni versus, look at that crazy chick on the TV, or why you watching that? I don't like that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it allows you to just use real life situations to come up with topics to talk about.
Now, I can't remember if we actually had any rules set around that whole engagement, like no questions that's going to try and incriminate you into something.
No, we didn't have. We don't have crazy. There was no crazy questions, but also, I mean, we know what our past. We had a past before we got together, so it's not like there was nothing that you said or any of these questions that was a surprise or a shocker, because we got past all of that stuff before we got married.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of, like, if other people try this, I know women. Not me, or I ain't gonna say nobody I know, because I do know some people who would. But, they might put certain questions in there to say, okay, the way they answer this question is gonna tell me if they love me, or if they
this ain't for you.
Cheating on me, or
Yeah, why don't you just put a question? Just put a question in. Are you cheating on me?
I mean, that would be...
There you go. That's how you find out. You just ask somebody, hey, are you cheating on me? And the person says yes or no. How about that? Let's try that.
So just try and be up,
but that ain't pillow
straight
talk.
And up forward.
Yeah, that ain't pillow talk, though. If you got to ask somebody, are you cheating on me? Don't play pillow talk.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good question to ask.
Nah, there's a dude on that TV show called Cheaters. Hire him. And he will find out if your significant other or your husband or wife is cheating on you.
Well, I feel like if you got to go that far, then you already know.
Well, some people need the evidence.
Yeah, I guess so.
What they call the receipts. I need the receipts.
Yes. Well, okay. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to answer some of our questions, because I found I kept a lot of them. Yeah. So I just grabbed them up, and we're going to answer some of those questions. We'll be right back.
1 2 1 2, and I say this is Ty Controller, and I'm here to talk about DipSquare. DipSquare is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at DipSquare. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code ILOVETEES. That's ILOVETEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at DipSquare. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. Dipsquare.com. I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will continue our conversation about pillow talk. And right now, My co-host, Tyrone Campbell, my awesome husband, and I are going to actually answer some of the questions that we had in our fishbowl vase.
Yes. So now, just to give you some background, these are questions, not interrogations. These are just topics meant to get you talking and thinking. These are not yes/no questions. Maybe that's a better way. And because you're married, some of the questions are sexual. Yay! So you get to talk sex with your wife or your husband.
Now, is this just for married people or people in committed relationships?
It's people who want to communicate. How about that?
That is true.
If you don't want to communicate,
then don't try
don't do it. Okay?
Okay, you going to ask the first question?
Yes. All right. So here's the first question. What 3 words would you like to see omitted from existence?
Oh, wow. Let's see. I don't even... It would be good if I remember what I said the first time. 3 words that I want omitted from existence. I'm going to say... race.
Okay.
Like, I'm tired of people asking, what race are you? We are a human race. We are American people living in America. And I just happen to be darker skinned than you are. You know, the word race, it's becoming so many, it's hateful to me.
Yeah, you know, and to be honest, the census mentions the word race, but they don't really mean that. They just want to know what color you are.
Exactly.
It has really nothing to do with race.
Yeah, because another thing is like they changed that whole thing from black to African American, and I'm like, you know what issue I have with African American.
But it was colored before that, so they keep changing the black, colored, African American.
Why can't we just be human?
Black,
human race,
black, non-Hispanic, black Hispanic. I mean, just go by
I'm
skin
American.
color. That's really what you want to know.
Exactly.
Government.
If you want to know my race, I'm American. I was born in America, and if you need to know what color I am,
my race is tall.
That's not a race.
It is now.
Okay.
I'm part of the tall race. I'm 6'5", so I'm, when you ask me, what race are you? I'm tall.
Okay.
That's my new thing.
Well, my next word I would like to get rid of is cancer, because I'm hoping if we get rid of the word, then the disease will go with it.
That's cool.
Because I'm like, we've lost so many people to cancer, and I would love it. I just want it to go away. I don't want to hear about it no more. Just go away. And the word, what did we discuss? It was called, I think it's not that.
Oh,
and I say not that because people will be like, girl, you not that fat. Or girl,
not that.
You not that ugly. You know the word not that. I know that's not a word, but people say it all the time, and I would like to eliminate that from existence.
Okay. I know I said nigger because, and I say the word, but I would like to get rid of the nigger. I'm not going to say the N word. Just say nigger. Just get rid of nigger. I think that'll be pretty awesome if we get rid of that word, because at the end of the day, it's not. I don't know. At the end of the day, you can't just you can't go to work and say, "Hey, I'm the nigger just ready to start working," because that it's just it. I don't like that whole thing about. Well, it's the A at the end. It's nigga, like that's kind of dumb,
That's like the whole race question. They keep changing it.
Yeah, it's like it's nigga, So I'm like, man, I don't, I guess if you watch a whole bunch of Quentin Tarantino movies and you see how they sling the word around, or watch Roots,
Oh my goodness.
You know, watch Roots.
Don't watch
One
Roots,
good time.
then you're gonna be hating everybody.
No, but you know, so watching that. 12 Years a Slave.
No, I can't.
Django. You know, watch the slave movies and then see if you still want that word.
Or shucks, just watch the news. This woman just said it to these women the other day, and she was like, yes, I said it because they made me say it. And then we were like, but you know that's a horrible word. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I think my second word is social media. I think that's the stupidest thing on the planet because it's neither social nor is it media. Mm-hmm. It's all about people saying, please like me, like what I say, like what I do, just like, and then you can get the brag and go, I got 25,000 likes, or my post went viral, but you still work at McDonald's. There's nothing impressive about social and media as they join together in unholy matrimony. Social media, get rid of that word. That's stupid. And I think my next one would be I think my next word to get rid of would be I would say get rid of hate. I think that's not a good word when you hate something because you know I've seen people get real angry and it's like, oh, I hate you, I hate this, I hate that, and they always have this regret about getting to that point. We shouldn't even get to that point. We should, if we're always trying to operate out of love, then we don't need that word hate. Because, you know, you could say the word hate and do a lot of damage. So let's just, you know, I think the word hate is probably worse than nigga or social media.
Yeah.
But it's like,
that's a very strong word.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very defined.
But like you might not like somebody,
but to
hate them, that means you have hate in your heart.
Yeah.
And you know, that's just a horrible word. That's a Let's get rid of it.
Yep. So that's my 3 words.
Okay. Answer this. If you was given a free pass weekend, what would you do? Free pass equals single for a weekend.
Well, me personally, I would go get my boys and we're going to go hang out somewhere, maybe the Caribbean, somewhere where there's a beach where we can see, you know, I'm not objectifying women, but we can see women in bathing suits running around. Just, you know, I'll be on my super looking tour. The look but don't touch tour, but shoot, I'll be seeing and be flirting and whatever. So that's it. That's what I would probably do. But if they can't make it, I will send them pictures because I'm gonna have a good time on the beach somewhere with a Corona with my feet up, like in the commercial.
Oh, okay. Let me see. If I was single for a weekend, knowing me, I would probably take a solo vacation and just go away and just be able to do whatever I want. Like, even if it's just sleep, because that would be the thing. I would sleep, I would eat very well, and I would meet people. I love to meet people because, I mean, good. I will even say, like, one of my first grown-up vacations as an adult was a solo vacation for me, and I went and I met some fabulous people on a cruise and had a great old time. So I probably would do that. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. No, that's cool. I mean, it's pretty similar because I'm saying I want to go somewhere where there's a beach. That's vacation. But you know, I think the crazy part is we both said solo vacation. We both said we don't want to be around the kids for the weekend. So,
well, we're single.
Kudos to both of us.
We're single, so we don't have kids.
You're right. Well, hey, no. I know a lot of single people with kids because we were single people with kids before we got married.
Well, that was a whole that question in my mind included. We didn't have kids.
Okay, gotcha. We didn't have kids. Yeah, okay.
So we got to do what we want to do.
All right, so let me see. Let me pull one out. Okay, this is a good one. What is the most important lesson you want to teach your kids?
Oh, goodness. The most important lesson I want to teach our children is basically go after your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't allow anyone in your life to try and tell you what you should be doing, because you know what you want to do. You know, you've heard from God what you're supposed to do. Go after your dreams, because I feel like there's some things, I guess, that I'm doing more later in life that I probably should have done earlier in life. Now, I don't know if I'm doing it later in life because this is when I'm supposed to do it, because if I did it earlier, it probably wouldn't have succeeded or whatever. But just go after your dreams. Don't let anybody stomp on your dreams.
I think the most important lesson I want to teach our children is to try. Continue to try. If it fails, keep trying. One of the things that, like, let's use Caden, for example. Caden plays this game called Cuphead. And when we first loaded it on the computer, he's like, this is too hard. I can't do it. I'm like, you got to keep trying. You got to keep playing. You got to keep playing. So I would say in a month, and he's very intelligent. He thinks through things. So what he did was he pulled out his phone and went on YouTube and watched the videos of the people playing Cuphead. So he knew exactly how to beat these levels. So instead of playing the simple level, at the simple skill level, he's been playing on the regular skill level. And he's been playing by himself, because originally I want you to play with me so we can try to. No, he single-handedly plays this game and has advanced into the third world already. And he's like so excited when he passes a level, or when he defeats one of the little henchmen. He's like, guess what I did? What you do? I beat this level. I beat this level, because he keeps trying. And I said, well, remember, this is the result of you continuing to try and practice and get better and better and better. He says, yes, and now I can beat everybody in this game. I'm like, well, keep practicing. And so that's really the main lesson that I want to teach the kids, is to keep trying. Don't give up. And because I gave a Caden example, I'll give a Sydney example. So Sydney is the fearless one out of the kids. But what Sydney will do is my sister has a pool. We'll go into the pool, and Sydney will have the little the floaty on. And so Sydney will jump in the water and float around. And so it's now at the point where not only is she floating in the water, she's doing backstrokes, and she's swimming like a mermaid or a fish, even with the float. So Sydney just continues to be daring and do things over and over and over again, and then she gets better and better. So I just want them to continue to try, never give up, and to know that nothing is really that hard unless you give up on it. Just continue to push, move forward, and they can get through it. So that's the lesson that I want to teach the kids.
Awesome. I think I also want to teach Caden to be a kind boss, because he's going to boss somebody around, and I'm trying to train him up to be kind, y'all. I really am. Because he's not going to do any manual labor. I can guarantee you that.
He's a straight CEO.
Oh, all right. Before we go to another commercial, answer this. Describe a moment when you felt loved the most in our marriage.
I'm going to say my 50th birthday party. Not that was. There's always been a whole bunch of moments, but I think when I saw, Toni gave me surprised me. Well, she couldn't surprise me. That's another story. but she had to let the cat out of the bag because of our joint account. would have saw what she was ordering.
And I mean, everything is together. Even if I'm ordering everything from Amazon, he gets notifications from Amazon for everything.
So all right. So Toni set up this 50th birthday party at my sister's house, and the party was great. And then she pulls this video out. The video is a compilation of different people throughout my life. The older kids, my niece that couldn't be there, my second family when I was growing up. Aretha was in there. I think Jermaine sent the video.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was all the people who couldn't make it.
Right. But it was, I mean, I'm looking at this video and hey, I'm an emotional dude. And I was like, wow, the video was the thing that showed me that you went above and beyond than just throwing a party. And we had such a good time at the party. Mm-hmm. And I didn't necessarily want a party. I'm like, yeah, I'm turning 50. That's cool. But I didn't really want to, I didn't want to spend the money really. But that moment, when I saw the video, and the crazy part was the struggles that she had to go through, because she didn't know nothing about uploading videos to YouTube. We couldn't access it from my sister's house.
It was crazy.
I mean, it was. But
we got it done. We got it done,
man. And I just looked at the video and I was like, this is incredible. And then we set up our Mevo camera and we just recorded everybody, and we were just talking into the camera, having a good time. And then even the people that came, I was like, ooh, I hope this, bam, here go this person. So it was like she read my mind on who needed to be there. I wish some of my coworkers would have been there, but she didn't have they roll it.
First of all, I had to keep the numbers low.
Right, that's
catering costs a lot of money.
That's true.
And I didn't want to, I wanted us to focus on the party. So I was like, it has to be catered.
It was excellent.
So we didn't have to worry about that part.
So yeah, that was the time that I will escalate all the way up to the top as the moment I felt the most loved in this relationship.
Oh, you would think I would have been thinking.
I know, right? You're gonna ask the question and not be prepared.
I know. Okay. The most.
I let you hold my truck for a month.
Well, no, that's only because you were fixing my car.
No. But I ain't had to do that. I could have said, take your car to the shop.
That is true. I will say. I will say our most current. I will say that is love, because I felt like, okay, I don't know if y'all know anything about Atlanta, but it's been hot as Hades all up in here. And my car, it was the end of June?
Yeah, the compressor went bad.
Yeah, went bad. So the air conditioning just stopped.
No, it was before that.
It was when me and the kids went to the beach. So I thought that was in June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, so my air went out. So he gave us his truck while he tried to figure out what was going on with my car. And it's taken a month and...
It's taken about 6 weeks to fix it.
About 6 weeks. So my husband and me and the kids, okay, I'm a stay-at-home wife and mother. And I just started doing some package delivering, but that's neither here or there. I mean, we're home and I have the kids and stuff. So he would get up every day and get in my car, as hot as it is, and drive to work and be all sweaty and stuff. And I'm so sorry to all of his coworkers. And
no, going was fine, because in the morning,
it's early.
I would come home. It was so hot in the car. I would come home and just go to sleep because of the heat.
Yes, because he had to ride with the windows down. And
mind you, I did fix the car.
He did fix the car. He just got it fixed, and it feels wonderful because now I got my car back. I couldn't charge it back.
I couldn't. I here's some facts. I couldn't charge I couldn't put the Freon back in the car with my manifolds because I don't know why it wasn't pulling. It wasn't enough pressure. But then I figured it out, and we was jumping for joy yesterday because I'm like,
because it literally just got fixed.
The compressor's on. I'm gonna fill this bad boy up. So yeah, so you riding now? Yes,
I'm riding, but I did feel so loved because I was like, Lord, you gave me such an amazing husband. My husband don't know this, but I tell the Lord all the time. I was like, because he is sacrificing his truck. Because, I mean, he doesn't have to do that. I mean, there are plenty of husbands out there who be like, girl, I don't know what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And especially since we're home most of the time and the kids, you know, he didn't want us to suffer, not one little bit. So he took the sword on that one. So I want to say thank you, husband, because that did make me feel so loved because I was like, oh my gosh, I think I was outside for one moment, like last week. And
you had to call once.
I was like, I don't know how he does this every single day, Jesus. I mean, I promise you, the Lord heard a lot. I was like, I would tell you, what's going on.
You know what the benefit of driving with the window down? Can't be on the phone.
Oh.
That phone would ring and I just look and laugh and I'm like, please, I'm not answering this phone.
Because you can't hear nothing.
I can't hear nothing. I got to drive with the windows down. And the sunroof partially open. And don't let it rain.
Oh,
I'm screwed if it rains.
It has been raining a lot in the last month. Now, the last couple of weeks has been just really hot. But before that, it was raining a lot. So, yes, Lord, thank you so much for my awesome husband because he does take care of his family first. And we really appreciate it. I know we probably don't tell him enough, but we really do appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'm going to go take a break because, you know, we got to pay them bills. I'll be right back.
1 2 1 2, and I say this is Ty Controller, and I'm here to talk about Dip Square. Dip Square is an online shop that specializes in unique graphic t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, and other apparel. They also offer services like personalized mugs and shoes. Did I just say shoes? Yeah, you can get sneakers with your picture on them at Dip Square. They also have tote bags and other items. Right now, you can save on t-shirts every day by using the discount code ILOVETEES. That's ILOVETEEZ. You get 14% off because every day is Valentine's Day at Dip Square. So check them out online at dipsquare.com. dipsquare.com. I guess you know what time it is. Yeah, I know, because it's about that time for the Toni G. Campbell podcast.
Welcome back, and we are still deep in the middle of answering questions and talking about pillow talk. All right, we're going to do probably 2 more questions. Go ahead, honey.
Okay, so let's see. This is a funny one. Do you have an alter ego, and what is their personality?
Well, I used to have an alter ego. I don't know if she's been out. Well, she comes out on cruises. I'll say she comes out on cruises, or actually she comes out anytime she hears music because her name is Juicy. And I even used to have a shirt with Juicy on the front of it. And anytime I hear music, especially the right kind of music, some Dirty South music or even DMX or something, Juicy just gets on the dance floor and she just has a good old time. She doesn't need anybody out there with her. That's she true. Just goes and, hey, she will pull whomever onto the dance floor and she will just go to town. I remember the last time I was on a cruise. This was when I was with the girls. And remember the video I brought with the old man dancing with me? Oh,
yeah. Yep.
I thought I was going to get a man a heart attack. But he was having a good old time. And my girlfriends was like, oh, my goodness, I can't believe you. I was like, girl, we just dancing?
Yeah, just dancing.
We had a good time. Gotcha. What about you?
Well, let me tell you. I got so many alter egos. from back in the day. Now, this is not the movie Split Part 2. I don't have personalities. But when I say I have alter egos, I mean, I used to be in bands and rap groups and things like that. But my latest alter ego is Ty Controller. So that's my new DJ name because I'm in control. That's right. Control plus R is controller. So his personality is, there's a movie called, I think it's called The Goods. And I think it's called The Goods. And it's about used car salesmen. And let me look it up. But
I was about to say, I've not heard of that.
Because it's like, it wasn't a movie that was in, I don't think it was in the movies or like short run. It didn't make a lot of money, but your boy Craig Robinson is in it. And he was the DJ.
All right, I already know it's stupid. I already know.
So they kept bothering him. They were like, "Hey, yo, man, can you play this? Can you play that?" He was like, "Yeah, I got you." And he put a country song on and was like, "Don't bother the DJ while I'm working." So that's me. Yeah, it's called The Goods. Live hard, sell hard. It came out in 2009. So yeah, if you seen that movie before, you will understand who the DJ is, and that's my personality. It's like, I don't know, I'm very intimidating because I'm a big dude, and people will come up, "Hey, you got this?" "No, I don't have that." "How about no? I don't have that either." I'm old school DJ. I'm from New York. And then they go, "Oh,
and
okay."
He's learned to hate the wobble, people. One of my favorite songs.
I play it again now.
Oh, okay.
But I don't hate the wobble. I hate when people ask to play it 12 times at a party.
Because it's a good workout. Maybe
no,
they
it's
didn't
not.
make it to the gym that morning.
People don't know how to dance. That's all it is.
Well, that's true, too.
Because imagine Soul Train with just the wobble. You get tired of hearing that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And our next song coming up is The Wobble. Okay, they play the wobble. All right, we're going to go to the Soul Train Scramble board. And they playing the wobble again. And coming up is Dot. And they performing the wobble. Then you got the wobble remix with Lil Wayne and
well, see, you know me. I'll just be dancing. I don't even have to have the music. I'll just be dancing.
So why are you even answering that question?
Because I love the wobble. I'm just saying.
Please.
Anywho.
Your turn.
Okay, last question.
Did you answer the question? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Juicy.
Yeah.
Coming to a
the
theater
dancing
near
machine.
You. Coming to a cruise near you.
I know. And I am going to cruise in September, so watch out, people.
Juicy ain't going, by the way.
Oh, well, you know, she just shows up. I'm just going to put that out there.
Juicy ain't got no passport.
It's coming. Hush, hush. Okay. If we could relocate, name 3 places you would like to live.
All right. Curacao. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I thought Curacao was super gorgeous. I thought that was a cool place. I would say I was where I could if we could relocate. I would say Curacao is one. I would like to say somewhere maybe more South America, where we had to learn Spanish but can live off of like $1,200 a month, or, maybe like Colombia or something like that, or because I've read where people you could remote work from anywhere, but I think that's a good place. I would say Greece, but they, their economy is crap, But I would say somewhere in Europe where we can go visit in a day. Hey, we'll be back. We're going to Paris. We're going to hang out in Paris, and then come back.
Isn't there a train that goes? I know Marcel did that.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you live in some type of central place in Europe, you can go all of these places. So I would say somewhere in Europe, but the problem is you can't live in Britain because there's Brexit. You can't live in Greece because their economy is gone. So then you don't want to live in Paris because everybody killing each other that's not from different religions and stuff like, you know what? I'm sorry. We need to go back to Africa. Wakanda.
I was about to say we never been to Africa. But okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, but I guess watching so much TV and stuff like that, I have neglected to say Africa, and Africa is very rich with land, is the biggest landmass in the world. So there's plenty of places in Africa that we can go to. And yes, they do have running water and electricity.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
Marcel lived there.
Yeah, I've been hoodwinked a long time.
He lived like a little rich kid.
Yeah, thinking
getting driven to school and all kinds of stuff.
So I would say somewhere in Africa that, you can go in and blow up and do, create an economy and business and stuff like that. So, because one good thing is like with our businesses, we could pretty much be anywhere with our businesses.
That is true.
And so, that's what I would say, somewhere in Africa.
Okay. For me, I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but I would love to live in New York. Just because, first of all, I've been in New York so many times, but I've never got to experience New York, which is crazy because my husband's from New York. We go to visit my mother-in-law.
Life, yo.
And I've not experienced New York. I've been to the Bronx. I've been through Manhattan. And I think that's about it. So I need to experience New York. I would love to live in New York for a while. I would also love to, I think I want to live in Italy just because I just want to experience the culture, the food, and just the liveliness of it all. I feel like they're like people, like, we don't care. We're going to eat pasta. And I just want to go and they'd be like, God, come here. I want to go experience Italy. And also, I want to live on the world.
That boat? Yeah.
Yes, it's a ship. Now, mind you, it's a ship that travels. You just travel all over the place. You live there, you buy your apartment or whatever.
It's actually it's considered a timeshare cruise ship. And you purchase, imagine a giant cruise ship, but there's only 80. They're not cabins. They're apartments. They're apartments.
Yes.
They're condos.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they might be something like 8 to 10,000 square feet condos on this boat, and it travels around the world.
Yes.
All the time. And
it has everything on it. It has your supermarket. It has your cleaners.
Yep. You live there.
You have restaurants. You can even have people come into your apartment and cook for you.
Right.
So
it's called The World.
Yes, it's called The World.
So yeah.
So this has been such a great conversation, but it's time to wrap it up, honey.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to say thank you for joining me today. It's been my pleasure. And I would like to say thank you to everyone else for listening to Conversations with Toni on Toni G. Campbell, the podcast. Go to ToniGCampbell.com to check out our archived shows where you can see the show notes.
Wait, hold on. What about my check? When do I get paid from this?
You get paid every time I buy you some food. Anywho, follow this and subscribe to Toni G. Campbell, the podcast, on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. Share this with a friend. Let them know that they can listen on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and iHeartRadio. And make sure that you go to my website, ToniGCampbell.com, and become a Gen X warrior, and rate and review the podcast everywhere that you're listening. Remember to be kind, be useful, and be fearless. Go out and conquer this world.
I want my check.